Nope. My lord, I'm already sweating like a slave. Bowser, move.
Oh, okay, it is.
See, nope. Ah.
Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog.
Start that over.
Put it down for my little homie.
We're gonna start that over. Shout out to the people that's in here.
Oh, we in already?
Yeah.
Say word. Say word. All right, I need to undo that. Yeah. Now let's get that popping and.
Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a kid, broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Yeah.
What's good? What's good?
What's popping with the Urban X Nation?
We are back, man. This every week feels like it's been a long week.
It does. It does. It just keeps popping and popping. You know what I mean? They keep flying by.
Yeah.
And we keep doing the damn thing. Shout out to the chat room and all that good stuff.
Well, shout out to everybody in the chat that's here early, on time.
Early and on time. These black folk have jobs, I can tell, because only black folk with jobs show up this early because they know they're going to get docked.
That's a fact.
Right? Now, if you work on a job when you can show up anytime, then that is what it is. What up, Urban X Nation? We love you.
We appreciate you being here week by week.
Week by week.
This is show 10.
This is show number 10. We're going to immediately clap that up. Black people can't do nothing for 10 weeks.
Yeah, we've been on it.
We've been on it. We trying to build a brand. We trying to, make this and have you grow with us. And no matter how many followers or subscribers we eventually getting, the first 15,000 will always be close to the heart. Because these are the ones who've been, sticking it out with us. Shit, I heard my dog barking in the background. My wife said she was going to happy hour, turned into happy 3 hours.
I mean, happy hour is like 3 hours, though.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm here with you.
Is it when we got a show to do? She's stumbling like, what's going on? Is everybody ready? We got 10 minutes to get this thing going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People got to be serious because she will get Alejandro. We will fire her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just the way it goes down. I'm already sweating like a slave. Don't ask why. Because it's hot outside and we have the AC running and we can't run. Bowser, stop.
Bowser's our dog, everybody.
He's our dog. And listen, he was about to pass away. I'm going to give you a quick story about 3 or 4 months ago. He was on his deathbed. He had stones or something. And the vet said it's going to be $5,000. Now, you know me. I'm from the hood. I'm like, yo, let's just give him a doggy funeral. Tell the kids he went to doggy heaven. But the look on my daughter's face and my son's face, like he's been here for 8 or 9 years. He's a part of the family. We even named him Bowser. $5,000 later, he's back. And stronger than ever.
I wouldn't have did it. I'm not going to lie to
Yeah, facts. But
not gonna lie to you.
you ain't got kids, so it's easy. That's some easy shit for you to say. You got kids, and they be like, "Damn, Dad, you just let the dog down. I gotta hear that shit."
Okay, that's
you know
true.
what I mean?
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it won't happen again.
Yeah.
If he gets stones again, his ass is going to doggy heaven. Facts.
So how was your week?
Week was great, man. Alive, a lot of interesting things going on. Behind the scenes, we're trying to build this company. We're gonna get them classes going. The hip hop recoded classes will be coming soon
On Patreon?
on Patreon. You have to pay for that because these gonna be real classes taught, reliving some of the old stuff, revising some of the new stuff, and it's really gonna be powerful. Only the way I can do it. Nobody else can do it the way Black Dot can do it. So I'm gonna do it
Talk your talk.
for the people. Yeah, I'm talking my talk.
Talk
You
your
know what I'm
talk.
saying? I'm gonna do it for the people. And so prepare for that. We got some other things coming up I don't want to speak to, soon on. But we love you guys and we love the support
Definitely.
that we're getting here.
Definitely.
And let's get this thing rolling.
So last week we titled the show #Urban Excellence, as you can see it in the back for
Yeah.
the people that's watching. Oh, shout out to the people that's listening as well.
Absolutely. We never want to neglect you because technically this is a podcast.
This is a podcast, but we just happen to do it live. But this
Yeah.
is a podcast. But last week we titled the show Urban Excellence because that is the narrative that we're trying to push.
Yes.
We're trying to push urban excellence as a Diddy has black excellence, and that's cool.
Now, it is something that stop right there. Before when we talked about that, you made a comment. You said black excellence is like the highway,
Right.
and urban excellence is like the scenic route,
Right.
And I thought that was a unique statement to make because what happened was when you take the express route and things, you miss a lot. You know what I'm saying? You don't appreciate the journey per se.
And I see black excellence, what Diddy talks about, I see black excellence as the end goal,
Yes,
rather
yes,
and then
right.
And urban excellence as the actual journey. And
Absolutely.
that's never ending.
And
You know
the
what I'm
journey
saying?
is never ending, and that's what makes you appreciate most of it is because of the journey.
Yeah.
See, when people don't know your story, they have no idea the significance of your ride and your journey. They just think you show up, bam.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't happen like that. Kobe didn't just become Kobe.
Right.
He was putting in that work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's a significant part of it because people are caught into the finished product, but the urban experience is what makes you. It's what molds you. You're good, you're bad. The way you learn, if you can hustle in the hood and survive, you really can go anywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just leave some of the hood where it is.
right.
You know, you take niggas out of the hood, but you
Yeah.
can't take hood out of niggas. And niggas show up at places and be hood. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that battle-tested essence of yourself.
The grit.
The grit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when a lot of our brothers go into corporate America, it's easy for them because the hood was rough. You just telling me now to navigate through, you know what I'm saying, some paperwork or some ideas, which I would do anyway. So I thought that was a great analogy. I'm going to clap that up. If you can't pop $800 bottles, that's okay. That's okay.
Right.
You know, you can get a bottle of Ciroc and celebrate each journey along the way. Another personal story. Now, my mom's, before she made the transition, she worked at Kmart. Now, Kmart is a shop like Target, but it's in the South. And
That's a couple in New York.
yeah, it's a couple, but it's the only job she ever had. Right? Now, if you walk in there and you saw her, that's no big deal for you, but I know her story. I know her journey. So to see her actually in a legitimate job in Kmart was an urban excellence experience.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I know the journey. I know what she's been through, the trials, the tribulations, this, that. So everyone has a story to tell, and we want to be able to highlight that.
Right.
I'm
So-
throwing that off the backboard.
Right. So what we're going to be doing, like as Urban X, we want, the listeners and the viewers to participate in this as well. So what I mean by that is when something happens to you that's, graduation, you just started a business, you just got a new job, like something that's positive in your life, I want you to hashtag it on Twitter, on Instagram, Urban Excellence, so we can see it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We're gonna be doing some giveaways soon. The random stories, not particularly the best or the worst, because that's all perception.
Right. Absolutely.
So we're gonna do randomly. We're gonna pick people. We're gonna have hashtag Urban Excellence shirts soon,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
And we're gonna be giving those out to people. And yeah.
And we want to celebrate success in the hood, because as you get to the definition of it, we came up with this. It took us 72 hours of nonstop thinking like this to come up with this. Urban excellence, the new hood standard of embracing our community as a gift and not a curse. That is the new hood standard of embracing our community as a gift and not a curse.
And I feel like that definition kind of just embodies what
It
we're trying to get
embodies
at.
everything in a short, sentence, because there are a lot of people now who their whole chain of thought, everything is negative. Everything is just negative, negative, negative.
And I wonder why nothing positive happens.
At boom, my man graduate, but he going into, the system. Somebody got something to say about everything. Be proud of whatever your accomplishments are. You know what I mean? Stop letting these fools tell you that going to college is some bullshit. No, you should stand on the corner, right? You should stand on the fucking corner and do nothing, all right? And we have to get out of the perception that you can't do both, which means you can't go to college and learn a skill set, something that you can bring back to your hood. You sure can. When your little man is going to first grade, that's urban excellence. I don't care what nobody say. And I want to say this too, because just to add on, before you can take care of all the children in the world, you need to be able to take care of your own. And what I mean by that is this. A lot of times you shoulder in the black nation, whatever the fuck that is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And your own children are being neglected because you don't think that what's important to them, it's important to them.
Yeah.
Right? I used to wake you up every morning. We used to watch Ed, and Eddie and Johnny Bravo. Bravo. I used to get him up like that. It's time to get up. It's Johnny Bravo. That shit was important to him. He's 7 and 6 years old. A lot of times we get so fixated on what's important to us, but it's important for me to sit down and watch Ed. And I started getting into that shit. You know how you start watching the cartoons with the kids. So don't minimize what's important to your children is what I'm trying to say. Okay? Take very pride. Whatever, if your daughter's into ballerina, get your ass up and go to the ballerina. Make a big deal about that spin move she made. Because that's some real shit to her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of times we overlook that. So your kid's going to first grade, this hashtag urban excellence. Put a picture in there. I don't know how the hashtag shit work, but I'm trying to figure it out. So we're trying to bring about a narrative that's not so negative with all of the bullshit going on, because somebody will find the most positive shit and say, nah, that's some negative shit.
And also, this definition is not set in stone. And what I mean by that is the listeners, the viewers, you can actually contribute to what urban excellence means to you. You can, include it in the comments. You can email it to us. You can DM it, hashtag urban excellence, and what that means to you.
And that may make a shirt.
That may make on a shirt.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because we're going to change it because it's not supposed to be fixed. We are writing this narrative together, us at the Urban X Nation. All of us, we are writing this narrative, and we want to be able to even tell your little stories where, you overcame something. That's urban excellence. We want to hear about it, because it don't make sense for us to be sitting here just going in on stuff and we're not setting a mandate, a narrative to try to change our behavior. All of us.
Right.
So we're putting ourselves in the mirror too. I have to now think before I say shit. This is gonna be tough for me, because I don't give a fuck, right? Now I gotta go, hold up, is that in line with urban excellence or what we're trying to do or not?
But that doesn't mean.
I'm gonna fire away.
Yeah. Okay. Exactly. I just wanted to reassure the people.
I'm not gonna be like, good evening. This is
Okay.
Urban X,
Exactly.
the news hood standard for embracing our communities and in the news.
Right.
How was your weekend?
Nah.
We're not gonna do all that. But,
That's why it's the new hood standard.
it's the new hood standard. So that means we still
Facts,
gotta be
facts.
hood with it, but we have to find those positive stories and tell those positive stories.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's station identification. You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X. Let's fire away. What we got?
So this past week, 31,
Is it 33?
33 or 31. I read a couple of different reports.
Okay.
Bishops from Chile had to resign over sexual abuse claims with young boys. So I think that's the most ever at one time.
At one time that had to come clean.
That had to.
Yeah. So where's the story in that?
Yeah,
it's what I mean. I know what you're doing.
Yeah,
You're trying to set this up and shit like that. But I told y'all on many of our podcasts and video, it's a way of life. You have a hard time accepting that, then that's the problem. I get it. This is their culture. Okay? It's impossible. It's numerically impossible for all of these priests to be brought up on the same goddamn charge. That's that's impossible. Rain Man could tell you that shit's impossible.
Because I used to think like if priests were allowed to get married, none of this would happen. But it's just like, why aren't they going after little girls though? You know what I'm saying? Like, If that was the case.
No, it's little boys because you know what I'm saying, agape and all of that stuff, which is the love between a man and a boy, and even the word mentor. You know what I'm saying? So I try not to I didn't know that until it was brought to my attention that the word mentor is a code word for a boy and a man. So I'm trying to route the language.
Yeah.
Once you find out the true definitions of these words, but if you cannot accept that is culture, you're gonna always have a hard time grasping it. You're gonna be like, oh my God! But when you accept that it is culture, not accept their behavior. That's not what I'm talking about. Because we don't get down like that. When in Rome, niggas has been doing as the Romans have been doing, but we don't get down like that.
Literally,
right?
Rome.
So as a result of that, we have adapted some behaviors that are making us other than ourselves.
Right.
You know what I mean? And as a result, because they keep pushing the same now they got lawsuit funds and escrows to deal with this, because what else do you need to know that this is how we get down? We don't want girls, we don't want women around us. In the highest order, how can that even possibly be? You came out of a vagina.
Yeah.
How's that possible? For you to even fathom that, you know what I mean? And again, it's some real weird spiritual psycho mind control shit going on with that too, which I explained on many occasions. I'm not gonna get graphic and get into it now, but that's about control. That's about shock. That's about your kundalini energy rushing to your, your frontal lobe. That's about opening up compartments of your brain to see in other dimensions. That's about finding the special ones who have the gift, who when that happens to them, and they're focused, now they become channelers to help them in warfare. It's about so many levels, and then it trickled down on the lowest savage level. It's just about nasty shit. So remember, there's levels to each, and to all of this. There are those who are using it in the occult, and there are those who are just nasty, and there are those who think that that's an offering to their god. It gets really, really weird, and the truth is stranger than fiction. I'm actually PG-13 the last year and a half talking about it, because what I know will really, open you up to some shit, and y'all think I'm crazy, and I'm not crazy. Well, I'm not certified.
So remember, was it last week or 2 weeks ago we was talking about Childish Gambino's video?
Childish Gambino's video was...
That was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
And
time is flying.
Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago.
Whoa.
And then I said that I think my interpretation of the video was people, like, he was dancing in the video and there's a whole bunch of wild stuff going on behind him, right? And he was saying that this is America, like, this is how we keep you distracted. And I said that video is actually the embodiment of what he's trying to say. Like,
absolutely.
Everything else is going on, but that video kind of made everybody happy. Like, it shut everybody up.
Right. It put people back in line.
Like, this is what we needed. Thank
Yeah,
you.
the slaves were happy again.
And then everything happened, and like everything just disappeared. Then last weekend, the royal wedding happened, And
first of all, I posted online that I don't give a royal fuck, but continue.
yeah, but like the royal wedding happened, and everybody was just like
Enamored.
it was the weirdest.
It was fascinating.
But it was. That's not even our country.
Facts.
And people were waking up early because remember, like
it was at 7 in the morning.
7 in the morning, waking up early, watching, looking at
Absolutely.
her dress, looking at the bouquet of flowers he picked out because he just paid so much attention to detail. And I only know this because my little sister was watching.
Yeah. Odyssey was like, yeah, Dad, whatever. I'm watching. My daughter's a rebel, and I love her for it. And she comes back around once I'm able to text her something, because I said, you do understand about the history of the slave trade? And she said, Dad, I know that, but stop trying to mess up my moment. That's just my daughter. That's just how she gets down. You know what I mean? And again, but the fascination with this was amazing. And it just, again, reiterates to me the slave mentality that Kanye was saying that we have yet to break free
And
from.
like, and 2 weeks ago, everybody was talking about black guys having white wives.
All right, that was an abomination.
Oh my God, but
not the black woman. If she get go girl, you go girl.
you married a prince.
You married a prince, and that's what everybody should marry a prince. You know what I mean? And and her mom's was there, and her mom's looked terrified and nervous. When I was seeing some of the snapshots, and then they had the good old Reverend there.
Yeah,
and he was supposed to go for 5 minutes. You don't tell no black reverend he can go for 5 minutes. What, you out your mind? He went about 20 minutes on the good word. And then they had a black choir that sung Stand By Me. And, they tried to infuse some...
Yo, somebody said, I forgot who it was. Was it Jesse Jackson? Somebody said that this marriage...
Al Sharpton.
Al Sharpton said that. Al Sharpton said that.
Reverend Buffon, yeah.
He said that this wedding signifies like white
the
supremacy.
end of white supremacy
is on us. Like, for real, son?
Yeah, because he said now you're going to have little European black girls looking up to the princess, and then over in America you had little white girls looking up to Michelle Obama. No, you didn't. White supremacy is a system.
It is a religion.
It is the religion in this country. And if you think you're going to wish it away...
Not even just in this country. Like,
no,
black and brown people...
It's world domination.
Yeah.
It's world domination. Point blank. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I didn't give a royal fuck. I don't give a royal fuck now. But...
I thought it was fascinating.
It is fascinating how we pick and choose. Remember we talked about selective racism.
Yeah.
Or selective, no. This ain't no racist shit. This is a sister on the come up.
Yeah.
So we have to watch this. Really? Oh, so it's selective.
Yeah.
As soon as you see a brother in the hood with little Becky on his arm, just a little something,
But you know what I will say about that though? Anytime a black dude gets a white girl,
she's fat and nasty.
Oh God, man! And every time a white dude get a sister, it's the baddest.
It's the baddest sister you ever seen.
Jeez.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And you be looking at like, dude, you chose that.
Yeah.
Over the many beautiful sisters, the golden caramel chocolate sisters out there, you chose that. My Lord.
Yeah.
He happy, proud.
Yeah.
Too. Nasty ass. Ugh. Disgusting.
Yeah. So that was just my little spiel on it.
Yeah, and they amassed all of their fortunes on our backs.
Yo, like recently something happened just to her nephew got caught with a knife in the UK, something like that, right? At a club.
Whose nephew?
Okay. Meghan Markle.
Did they make it disappear?
I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, so all of a sudden, her problem with a family that enslaved,
and they eat babies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have a moment of silence because I don't want to get it awkward. I'm gonna say it again. They literally eat babies.
And didn't the queen get his mother killed?
Diana, right?
Yeah, that was his mom, right?
That was his mom.
Yeah, she got
they twisted out because she started fucking with that Muslim dude.
Yeah.
They was like, nah, we ain't having that. Bitches, you crazy? This bitch, and they got one picture where they showing the queen just staring at Megan, just like, How am I gonna kill you?
When somebody but think about that. Like, think about that kind of
And our father had the heart attack, right?
yeah,
Because he was a drunk or something.
yeah.
And they didn't
But he
want-
was like white trash dude. Yeah,
Yeah, but listen, it ain't no real wedding unless the drunk uncle show up.
that's true.
And he want to give a speech. Wedding, baby.
That's true.
That was my baby girl. And I would always date white women, but then I saw her mother. That nigga, I mean, that lady. You know, there's always got to be somebody drunk there to spice it up.
Yeah.
You know?
So that's that.
That's that. How we doing out in the chit-at-tat?
Oh yeah, what's up in the chat? What? I want locations. Where people from out here, man?
Yeah, hit us with your locations. We trying to go worldwide on this.
You know what I mean? Oh, somebody from the UK was in here?
Yeah,
Shout out
somebody
to
did. Def Rocker. He did have a Nazi uniform on. If you want to start pulling up Harry's shit,
He
I mean, it's bad. It's
Yeah.
bad. He was some motherfuckers with blackface, Klansmen. Not this is what they do.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean. So yeah, but none of that matters to people now because she married a prince. You
Yeah.
heard? And then some people are saying Harry ain't even royal blood. Dot, I'm on that guard pot. Okay, I'm not sure. South Florida in the building, Chicago. Okay,
Brooklyn.
okay. Now we talking. Now we talking.
Houston, check it out.
See, when I travel and I tell them, I got peeps everywhere, son. I got
Shout
people
out.
out Brooklyn,
Detroit.
South
Dakota.
Yeah, so don't mess with me. London in the building. Don't mess with me.
Shout out to Ebony Pleasure from the BX. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, in the BX. Throw my X's up for that all day.
Left over right. So recent, I think Sunday, Tekashi 6ix9ine got arrested for driving with a suspended license and assaulting a police officer.
Assaulting a police officer.
But okay, but anytime I hear assaulting a police officer, that can be anything.
It could be a fuck you, back up off me.
Right.
And they throw that they fuck those charges.
Yeah,
up.
right. So when I heard that, I didn't initially believe that, right?
Right,
And then
right.
if you read the actual story, they said that they were taking off his handcuffs.
Mm-hmm.
He grabbed an officer's hand, squeezed it, and it caused pain and swelling.
Now,
This is what they said.
this is what they said. Have you seen Tekashi 6ix9ine? Does he look like he could squeeze your hand?
He
and
looked
hurt
like a
your hand?
Mexican soccer player.
Exactly, with real tiny hands.
Yeah, come on.
But okay, so how's that? What's going on?
So
with
he
that?
got bail. He got bonded out, whatever, for like $25,000.
Okay.
And he went on Instagram immediately, which is the dumb thing to do.
Okay.
Right? And he talked about how they hating, cops is hating, whatever. I ain't do all of that. Which I believe. I don't believe he assaulted the police officer.
Yeah.
He's probably had a suspended license or whatever, so they got him on that. But the hip hop cops are gonna know.
They know that anyway.
They know that anyway. So
when
they see
pull
you in the car,
over,
it's just like
the hip hop cops are real guys. They out there popping bottles in the clubs, watching you all day. That's what they do.
they watch you get drunk and then get in the car and
And
drive
get in the
it.
car and drive, and they pull you over because they want you to be down with some other stuff. As Prodigy once said, they try to get him to snitch on 50 Cent. When they pulled him over on some gun charges and all that, and he refused to do that. That's why he did time. Didn't Tekashi make up with him and
Casanova.
Casanova? I saw
Yeah.
a video or
Yeah.
something. They kind of squashed the beef.
Yeah, but that beef was dumb.
It's dumb, but they squashed it, right?
Yeah, they squashed
okay, that's
it.
urban excellence. Yep. Squashing beef in the hood. That's urban excellence. Yeah.
I mean, because that could have got ugly. They both from Brooklyn.
And Brooklyn is a big place, but Brooklyn's a very small place.
Yeah, that could have got ugly.
That could have got ugly. So brothers resolving issues.
And but the thing is, like, Tekashi getting arrested, that just signifies the beginning of the end.
Absolutely. Once they start running you through the system.
Yeah, it's over. But you know, the thing is with him, he already is like out on a suspended sentencing from the
rape charge.
Yeah, the rape charge, and the judge was telling him he needs his GED, trouble, all
Right.
that, right?
So now,
So all of this stuff that he's been doing on social media, judges watch your social media.
Absolutely.
All the stuff he's gotten arrested.
Because all we do is snitch on ourselves.
Right.
now.
It doesn't make a good case for him.
It doesn't make a good case for him. Is he MS-13 by any chance? No?
No, he's blood.
Oh, he's blood. Okay.
Blood.
All right. Because I know your boy Trump. Yeah. Blood. Your boy Trump was in Long Island, not to go off topic.
Oh, yeah. But MS-13 is.
Yeah. And he called them animals. And at first I said, how dare you?
You see
Then
pictures of them?
I was like, oh, shit. 25 murders in 3 months.
Yeah.
I had to agree with Trump on that one. They're wild.
Long Island.
Yeah, and they're killing innocent kids.
And they're like decapitating people, like,
chopping heads off, dismembering them, burying them. Ain't just we moving on the community trying to get young people to. No, they are vicious. I don't know where to find these guys from.
Yeah.
Cause now I'm in Long Island. I'm locking my doors like doop, doop. Facts.
So yesterday, I was coming off the train.
You was coming off the train yesterday,
Right?
Don't you want a car?
Yeah, but I was coming
Didn't
from
I buy
Brooklyn.
you a car?
I was coming from Brooklyn though.
Okay,
so
okay.
I was driving.
All right.
No, I was coming from downtown.
All right.
But I was walking. I seen these two old dudes in suits. One was like really, really clean,
Distinguished.
Like, and then I walked in. I seen it was Dapper Dan.
My man Dapper Dan.
It was Dapper Dan.
Clap that up
Yeah.
for the Dapper. They don't call him Dapper Dan for nothing.
Yeah, I shook his hand, all that, but he was in a rush. So,
Yeah, so y'all didn't get a chance to chop it up.
Yeah, but that was perfect segue into my urban excellence, I guess, word of the week.
Or story of
The week.
Okay.
So my word of the week is perseverance.
Perseverance. Okay. Because
Perseverance, right? Because in the hood, you gotta, with all the obstacles that are laid out in front of you, you have to persevere with anything. If you want to be successful, and you have to persevere.
Absolutely.
For his the attire he used to make for rappers, athletes, drug dealers in the hood. He had a store in Harlem, and he used to make these different designs out of Gucci, Louis Vuitton fabrics and things like that.
Yes, dope stuff.
Right.
If you from the 80s, you look out the cover, Eric B. and Rakim on the Paid in Full album, all of that stuff, I couldn't afford none of it. It was high baller,
Right.
high, quality stuff. But he had the vision
Yeah.
to make these kind of, garments, and they were dope. It was on your list as a rapper. I was a rapper in the 80s I said, first thing I'm gonna do, go get my whip, get a little Jeep. I'm going to Dapper Dan. So that just was your, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With my whip, I'm going to Dapper Dan because I gotta be fresh. Absolutely.
Right. And then he got shut down.
How did he get shut down? What happened?
Oh, well, the story is like Mike Tyson and
Mitch Green
fought in front of the store.
Oh, I remember. Like, Mitch Green wanted a title fight. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And Mike kept, I think, avoiding, like, and then Mike touched him up. Touched him up good.
Yeah.
Mike touched him
so
up.
the cops came or whatever, and then they started seeing the inside of first they started thinking like, what is Mike Tyson, world heavyweight champion, doing in front of
Doing here, right.
fighting.
Like
that
sent off an alarm.
Yeah, and then they seen the store, and then I guess they tried to trace where the money was going and where it was coming in from, so they shut him down.
Got you.
Right, and he went underground for years. Mm-hmm. And then I think 2015 or 2016, Gucci, they put out their 4-line.
I saw that. I immediately thought Dapper Dan when I saw it.
And everybody on Twitter, and first for the woman in this picture, for the people that are watching on YouTube, the woman in this picture, she's like world class. It wasn't easy. It wasn't hard for them to find a picture, pull it up.
Got you.
And they put them next to each other, and they said like, "Yo, that's Dapper Dan's design." They got,
right.
took that. So what they did in response to that, they partnered with Dapper Dan.
Oh, whoa, let's clap that up.
Yeah.
So they didn't just steal his shit.
Yeah.
They said, you know what?
Well, they did steal it.
Well, they stole it.
They did steal it.
And they got caught.
Yeah.
So then they said, listen, how you want to do this, man?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Let's work out a deal. Now let me tell you how I think they came up with that concept. That's not an accident. Probably they hired some dude from Harlem, right?
Yeah.
Some young dude from Harlem, And they said, well, come up with some ideas. And he was like, and came up with Dapper Dan shit, thinking nobody would know.
Yeah.
Come on, this is a small world, right? And they probably was like, that Johnny is very creative. Look what he came up with. And they said, yeah, let's go with it. And then they, they got caught out there. And now they got to pay my man. But, or they could say, fuck Dapper Dan. My money is long.
That's true too.
And you want to go to court? We'll keep postponing the court date. Keep postponing until Dapper Dan say, "All right, man, just give me $100,000."
Yeah.
And then your lawyer go, whoa. I work too.
Right.
I'm taking 40 on 100. Now you walk with 60 grand, and you just wasted 5 years of your life. Theft, I told you before, is a part of the industry.
Yeah.
Right. Just like if you're getting it in the hood, the wolves will come and just take your shit.
Yeah.
Right. So it's the same thing in corporate America. Somebody, you know what I mean? But I'm going to clap that up again. The fact that
perseverance. That's how many years later?
Oh, that's 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
At least 30. And I'm curious to know what he was doing for all of these years because he's still distinguished. You know what I mean?
He was looking clean.
But he might have got that Gucci check.
Yeah.
He might have been. So I need to know, what was he doing? Was he just raising his children? Did he go through a state of depression? It's time for a book or something for him to tell the whole story because he was the first.
They're trying to do a movie.
Who, you know what I'm saying, brought out styles and had the vision. You know what I'm saying?
They're trying to do a movie on his life.
Oh, nice.
And to answer the person in the chat, I was not even born when he was. I wasn't born.
No, you wasn't. No. Malcolm's only 25.
Yeah, I was born in '93.
Yeah. 86. You know what I'm saying, around those times. And shout out to Nassau, Bahamas. I see y'all in the chat.
Word?
Yeah. We
international.
We doing numbers. And I've been to I went to Bermuda. And yeah, I worked.
Wait. What was that first?
Nassau.
I went to Nassau in February.
Okay, so you were out there.
Yeah, I was out there. Yeah.
Okay, I went to Bermuda. Yeah. And the water crystal blue. That is not a myth. Yeah.
So, Meek is out now.
Let's cut that up. That's Urban X. I mean, niggas come home from college, we like, so niggas come home from jail, my nigga, party. I get it. He shouldn't have been there. So that's my real point with that. I'm not bigging up criminals coming home like they deserve cookouts and shit. That's not what they need to get their life together. They need to find Jesus and then get their life together or something. But the fact that he shouldn't have been there to begin with. Yeah. And now that he's home, I hope the time for reflection has made him understand his importance in Philadelphia and to young people. Yeah. And you can't keep with the same narrative. And
like I said a few weeks ago, like his interviews, like he seems like he has like a different type of energy to him now. So that's dope. And then I put up a poll when he got out, right? I said, what are the chances that him and Drake kind of mend their fences?
I remember.
And a lot of people was like, nah, I don't see it happening. But he just put out a snippet of a song where he said, I might pull up with Drizzy.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I be calling it.
You be on point.
I be on it, man.
You be on it, man. You be on it. And
because I think we missed out on a lot of good music while they was beefing.
A lot of good music, absolutely, that they could have been putting out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And this again ties back into the slave mentality. Why are two brothers who are making millions going at each other? And don't give me that it's in the spirit of hip hop, the challenge. These are corporations now. Let's keep that clear. Right? This ain't the hood when hip hop had, no kind of foundation to stand on, but your skill set. These guys are run by corporations.
Wait, so you're not with you don't like the verbal sparring?
I'm not against verbal sparring, but I'm telling you what's behind the verbal sparring now. It's nobody's going all out because it ain't me versus you now. It's Tidal versus Apple.
Yeah.
It's Coca-Cola versus Pepsi. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right now in the NBA, I know Eli's in there watching the Warriors and Rockets. Somebody give me an update in the chat room. Yeah, Eli was very disturbed the other night when the Rockets put that work in on the Warriors. But it's important it's a war even going on between Under Armour and Nike, even though Kevin Durant and Steph Curry are on the same team.
Yeah.
Right? But both of those corporations want their player to get the MVP because there's money involved.
Yeah.
So corporations run this shit now. You can take it any way you want to take it. And this is why Jay-Z came out and tailgated on the back of Kanye West's battle with 50 Cent at the last minute to boost the sales.
Yeah.
And it caught 50 off guard. 50 was like, oh, you're going to bring your big brother out. And even did a song called My Big Brother.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So understanding that this is a corporate war. It ain't just my skill set versus your skill set.
Yeah.
Nas peeped that early because when him and Jay-Z was beefing, Jay-Z or his camp was like, well, let's just do a pay-per-view event. Nas is like, are you fucking crazy? With all the corporate sponsorship that Jay-Z has, you want me to get in the ring and just on popularity alone.
Yeah.
This is why Drake will never lose a battle to Murder Mook or any of those dudes. Now, Murder Mook will murder him lyrically.
Yeah.
Like that. But all the women gonna go, no. Drake is the winner.
Yeah.
And we voting for Drake.
Yeah.
Drake. I can call my daughter out here right now. Who you voting for? She said, I don't even know who Murder. Why is his name Murder? No, I'm voting for Drake. She don't play that shit.
Yeah.
Right? That's her boo. Right? So it becomes a popularity contest more than a skill set.
Yeah.
So that's where my thing is. But if two brothers just want to get at
Because
it.
right now, Pusha T has been really pushing this Drake thing for like years now.
Yeah, he even got a little line in his new song, but it's an old line.
It was a slick line. It was said something like it was written like Nas. But
it was written like Nas, but you can ask Quentin.
It didn't come from Quentin, something like that.
Yeah.
But I thought the line was dated.
It is dated.
First of all, it was a snippet, so I didn't hear.
You don't know
album.
the whole context.
The album comes out tomorrow, but like I don't want to hear about Quentin Miller in 2018.
Right.
Like that happened 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
And we've all accepted that Drake is not a writer.
Right. So and him and
But he
Quentin
put
Miller,
out dope songs.
exactly. So just I don't know.
Put out dope songs.
But but I'm here for that smoke.
Oh yeah,
Pusha T, because even Drake has he had a couple.
Oh no, Drake got a couple of gangster writers
Yeah.
for him too. He ain't just got some dudes writing pop songs. He got a couple of boogers, who in the hood. So yo, say this at him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so-
And Drake could get at you. Facts.
But
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X. Yeah, we have to promote the
you
station.
gonna cut me off?
Yeah.
All right, but there was a report that came out that Meek was supposed to meet with Trump regarding like prison reform and things like that, and he canceled. They're saying that Jay-Z canceled, but he's like denying that Jay-Z had anything to do with that. What'd you think?
Jay-Z might have put the word in that might not be a good look with all of the issues that came down with Kanye just 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean? And you would think, okay, we should be able to sit down and talk. How else can we get through to Trump?
Right.
Because that's what Big Beard, what's his name? Little the big mustache.
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey. Yeah. Him, that's what he was saying, and he was hurt because he was saying, if this is the president, whether we like the president or not, I want an audience with the president to discuss issues about urban development. And in his heart, Steve Harvey thought he was doing the right thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Until he got all the backlash, and then, people lynched him, and, he hasn't been the same since in his emotions. So, how else do you resolve issues with somebody in a perceived position of power? Or do you just say, fuck Trump, wait until he get out? Now, I want to say this really quick. Problem, reaction, and solution, right?
Yeah.
Now, 8 years ago, Bush was the problem. Or, 12 years ago, whatever.
Yeah.
And the solution was what? Obama. But that was the solution for black people to be enlightened, motivated, inspired. But it created another problem for racist white people.
Yeah.
So now the racist white people have a problem. So what do? They bring in Trump. Now he becomes the solution. See how this shit works?
Yeah.
For white people, and now he's the problem for us.
Yeah.
You see how that shit just keeps running on and on. Now you know what they're gonna do? You figured out the pattern. In school, you used to follow patterns, right? What are they gonna? They're gonna bring you a solution, and who is it gonna benefit?
Gay people.
gay people, but black people, gay people, or you know what I mean?
I know
And
what you
then
mean.
white people will have a problem with this,
Yeah.
and it will go on and on. Problem, reaction, solution. We keep falling for the same shit. Now, Trump would have just looked at it as street cred.
Yeah.
He would have said, Meck Mill has just,
Yeah.
I was just sitting down with Mecky, what's his name again? Yeah, Meek Mill. I was sitting down with Meek Mill, and we discussed everything going on in the with the blacks, because that's what they call black people. The blacks, okay? Meek Mill, he gave me the problems for the blacks, and we're gonna work it all out, right?
Yeah.
And that's all it would have been. So Jay-Z telling him to avoid that smoke, I get it. Not now. This ain't the time.
Yeah.
This ain't the place for that. But in retrospect, how else can you make change if you can't sit down with the warden in the prison and go, yo, the food here is fucking terrible. These are our concerns. Then you fucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You are really fucked. Let's check that chat out. So I heard the Rockets is up 30-24.
Somebody said, the popularity contest in the battle was like LL versus Cannabis.
That was a popularity contest because
popular,
Cannabis had the bars.
Yeah,
but LL, now, that wasn't the first time. I thought Kumo D lyrically beat LL, but Kumo D was dark-skinned with them big fucking glasses on, and LL had this muscle. He was light-skinned. All the chicks went crazy, so he won. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In my humble opinion, because I'm a lyricist. I was looking for lyrics, punchlines. Side note, LL... I Need Love changed hip-hop. That particular song, I Need Love, put him on a higher plateau. And he don't get a lot of credit. And even in this day and time, it's almost like we forgot his importance and relevance in hip-hop. And it was amazing. Side note, today is Heavy D's birthday. He would have been 51.
Oh, rest in peace, Heavy D.
Heavy D, 2 days ago, was Biggie, Buster, and somebody else's birthday. A lot of people born on or around that time. So
Tim Dog versus Compton.
Tim Dog and the Compton, I'm gonna be releasing a lot of unreleased footage of us in London, Holland, Paris, Germany, with the legendary B.O., the street legend B.O., when we was in Boston and we ran up on what's my man who runs Boston? He used to run the Source magazine.
Benzino?
Benzino and them dudes and the Mighty RSO and all of that kind. I got a lot of behind the scenes footage. So Tim started the East Coast, West Coast, but it didn't pick up momentum the way it probably should have. And well, no, I'm glad because a lot of people died. I might have died behind that. You know what I mean? Big up to Tim Dog, who passed away a few years ago. But I got a lot of footage that I'm going to be releasing on Patreon. You got to be a member of Patreon. I'm not going to just give that away. All right, salute to Heavy, R.A.P. to Heavyweight Lover, Heavy D, who had bars. One of Heavy D's favorite albums for me was the Blue album. It was a cassette. And he veered away from his kind of overweight love, and he was just giving you bars on that album. It didn't reach the acclaim that it should have, but it proved to me that Heavy D was a true bona fide lyricist at the same time. And I ain't never seen a big dude move the way Heavy D moved. That boy can move. Facts.
So, your boy R. Kelly, you heard what he said?
What did he say?
He basically said, like, yo, they trying to shut me down. They should have did this 30 years ago. But, the music is here. It was basically like, nah. Like,
oh, nah. Nothing you could do now.
Yeah. So, I don't know. He's wilding.
Well, first of all, when you don't convict him for pissing on people and, doing what he did and marrying Aaliyah.
That happened.
Right?
Yeah.
You kind of feel invincible. You kind of feel you unbeatable. Right?
Yeah.
So and I wrote a chapter, I'm going to say it again, in Hip Hop Decoded. This is Urban Culture Decoded. But Hip Hop Decoded, and it was called the Hip Hop X-Files. And I said a lot of these files come across my desk. And I'm going to try to make sense out of this R. Kelly stuff. And what I was trying to demonstrate is you are human. Having a spirit, I'm saying you're a spiritual, having a human experience. And that human experience can be rocky and turbulent. you probably wouldn't want it any other way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that you can understand what this is about. You want to understand light, cold, light, darkness, health, sickness, wealth, the whole 9 yards, because you are a cell of yourself, of the Almighty, or whatever you want to call it. And we're all trying to have the omnipotent one know itself. And it can only know itself through our experiences. This is why you could take a cup of water from the ocean and drive 5,000 miles, and it is still water from the ocean, right?
Right.
So R. Kelly is a vessel, and certain music came through R. Kelly. He owned the late 80s into the 90s. He owned that. Nigga, you 93. You might be, I might have been getting my groove on a 12 play or something. Nigga, you gotta thank R. Kelly for being here. Like I already told people, my father's favorite artist of all time was Al Green. And I'm pretty sure that's how he got my mom to put that smooth Al Green shit on.
Jeez.
And whatever they was doing back then, drinking Night Train or whatever, next thing you know, I'm here. And that's why I have an affinity for Al Green. Long story short, he's a vessel. And through that vessel, spirit operates. Spirit is neutral. The spirit realm and the cosmos don't give a shit about all of this moral shit you talk about. They have convinced you that morality is the code of the land, meaning, and they don't operate on morality. The only people who survive in this country are the ones who are willing to break the law of integrity, the law of ethics, the law of money. Those who are willing to separate themselves away from the groupthink, right? And you may say, I won't sell drugs because that's not, that's a lack of integrity. Somebody else will go, you know what? I'm going to take that chance.
Right.
And they will. Your legitimate business, you can run a sneaker store, and I can trace them sneakers back to some shit that's not ethical.
That's true.
Right?
That's a good point.
Motherfuckers making sneakers and working 20 hours in a sweatshop, and you can't even kill yourself now because they got nets out the window.
Yeah.
So you jump out the way, I can't take this shit. Poof, hit the net. All right, Ming Lee, you got 5 minutes to bring your ass back up here, right?
Yeah.
I can trace the shit back to something unethical. I can
iPhones.
trace iPhones and alcohol and all of this shit.
Yeah.
Somewhere somebody's making this shit for crumbs and they live a fucked up life so that I can do this.
Yeah.
Right? So, the ones who make it, quiet is kept, even in the corporate world. And my wife worked in corporate America. She said that shit is cutthroat like a mama. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even in corporate world, there are those who you would think, why would she do that? We work here together. She's trying to get that promotion. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or whatever. Sabotage your work. They'll sabotage. What the fuck? I didn't do this shit. Sabotage your work to make them look good. Or you do all the work. Hey, that was a good job, Michael. Let me get them papers. I go in and present that shit to the boss. And they high-five me. Yeah. That's some unethical shit.
That was in the 48 Laws of Power.
48 Laws of Power.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And that whole book was unethical.
The whole book is unethical, right?
Yeah, you should go. I should go read that.
So my point is, those who are willing to break the laws, except cosmic law, the only law that truly matter are cosmic laws.
Right.
You don't break cosmic laws because now you know what I mean, they're
Right.
constant. But all this man-made shit down here, I don't know how I got off on that tangent because we're talking about
We talking about R. Kelly, and I feel like you were going in the context of
what he's doing is unethical.
yes,
To the children and all of that. But what came through him was music that we will never forget.
okay. So you're trying to say separate the man from the music.
I'm trying to say this is the only logical thing you can do. Because if we start connecting it all, then everything in this, from your favorite reverend to Farrakhan, the list gets greasy when you want to hear about some unethical shit that was going on.
Right.
But we still here. Certain things have to get done so that we can move on. Process that before you call me a coon and say, Doc don't know what the fuck he talking about.
You know, because his Spotify number, his streaming numbers did not dip. They went up.
They actually went up. Now there are people who are supporting him, and I Believe I Can Fly is an incredible song.
And that's why he was just like, yo, like, y'all should have did this. He said the music is already in the people.
But
like,
now he gonna get caught into a whirlwind of Me Too. So the political aspect of things
yeah.
can take you down.
That's man-made.
So
yeah.
that's a man-made
That's man-made,
situation,
yeah.
but you can get caught into that whirlwind. So eventually, karma, if there is such a thing, right? What goes around, what you put out in the universe, eventually comes back. He will pay his price. I believe he will pay his price, and he should, right? Just like each and every one of us should pay our price for the shit that we do. But I'm simply making a point that if you're gonna run with the pack and you have all these moral guidelines, that's what the rich do. They put that shit in place to keep you in your place, right? I always told you they don't fight fair. You get in the ring and you trying to box and they throwing chairs and they tagging teaming their man. They don't fight fair. And we have this moral code that's embedded in us that we must do the right thing. And the right thing will have you saying, hey, hello, my name is Black Dot. Welcome to Burger King, man. Take your order, please. Would you like to supersize that, sir? For another 25 cents, you can get a shake, right?
Right.
And other people are taking chances and breaking rules and breaking laws. Rockefeller, all of them have big institutions in their names now, right? Let's pull their shit back and see how much dirt is back there, right? So who's willing to do what needs to be done? You willing to rob a bank with me? Are you willing to rob a bank?
If
And
it
I
works
don't mean
out
in the literal sense.
Oh.
I mean, metaphorically speaking,
Oh, yeah,
what we're
yeah,
going to
yeah.
have to do to accomplish what we have to
I
accomplish,
thought you was talking about literal.
we
I'm
might
like,
have to body some dudes.
like
you know what I'm saying?
logistically.
Get greasy on some
I don't
dudes.
know if that'll work.
You know what I'm saying? Now, you have to have the line that you won't cross. Am I hurting somebody else? I'm not willing to do that. I'm not willing to sell drugs. I'm not willing to do that. Even the ethical part of it with the Italians, they wouldn't sell to their people, but they'd sell to your people.
Right.
So if I'm in a position,
that's crazy. Like when you have people make it make sense to them.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna sell drugs, but they work from a pharmaceutical company.
Right. I work for a pharmaceutical making chemical drugs, which is the same shit.
Yeah, but I won't sell.
But I won't
crack.
sell drugs.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we get hypocritical, we pick and choose, and you know what I mean? So just trying to share an insight into the mind of Urban X.
So the NFL just released a new policy saying that they're going to fine players that kneel during the national anthem.
As they should.
Or
As they should.
Or-
Niggers need to get fined.
or you can stand and you can stay in the locker room.
Right.
So, as a result of that, right? I've been playing football all my life. I played Pop One in high school, played some college. I love football.
Yeah.
But as a result of that, I think I'm done with the NFL.
So you're boycotting.
I'm boycotting.
Let's clap that up for Malcolm. That is the noble thing to do.
No, I'm okay because I felt like last year when they were complaining about the kneeling, when they were, you know, and they tried to co-opt it. I felt like it was just little spots of it. Mm-hmm. But this, like, you're making a league-wide rule about it. I feel like they drew their line in the sand. I got to do mine. I got to draw mine.
Okay, yeah.
So
let's
that's
just
why.
clap that up again.
I feel the sarcasm.
I'm not boycotting.
Yeah, see?
I'm not boycotting.
Why
I
not?
like football. I like football, and you niggas is crazy.
Why?
I'm gonna tell you right now. How many people? I'm just taking a survey out in the chat room before y'all call me a coon. How many people did the NFL? How many unarmed black men did the NFL kill last year? Anybody got the numbers? Oh, they didn't kill nobody. The NFL didn't kill nobody. Oh, wait. Hold on. Right?
Okay.
They didn't kill nobody. The NFL is a corporation. It is a business. Am I correct?
Right.
They're a business. They themselves didn't kill nobody. You see how the mind fuck works?
Yeah.
We're not targeting the police officers now, and we're not talking about going to the police departments and trying to shut them down.
Touché.
Now, the NFL is the bad guy because a nigga took a knee, right?
Right.
First of all, I want to say this too out in the chat room. If you think taking a knee is a revolutionary act, I need you to log off right now. I'll wait. Okay, for those who are still here, never in the history of man has taken a knee in any capacity, in my humble opinion, has been considered revolutionary. It's more humble and docile and submissive. Is it not?
Okay.
You take a knee. You take a knee in the face of white supremacy. Watch how this shit works. You think this is pissing white people off and it's verifying their power because all you niggas are taking knees. Or do you think this is bringing attention to the fact, to some shit that's been happening for 400 years? Who in America don't know that unarmed black men are being shot down? Raise your hand. Who didn't know that until you saw Kaepernick take a knee and go, hey, why is that Negro down there taking a knee? Well, he's taking a knee because they're unarmed. Who didn't know that?
Right.
So that's a waste of fucking time. It was only revolutionary, in my humble opinion, to Kaepernick because he was the one doing it. Right?
Right.
And he lost all of his money for it. Watch this. Now I can even understand this. If you want to boycott the Waffle House, right? And everybody piles into the Waffle House, shut the Waffle House down because the Waffle House did some foul shit.
Right.
I get that. I would not go to Staples to boycott some shit that happened at Starbucks. That makes no fucking sense to me. Imagine going to Staples or Walmart and they saying, why the fuck y'all here? Because we're boycotting some shit that happened at another corporation.
No. Okay, that's
okay.
False equivalency.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because people are upset at the NFL. They're upset at the NFL because of what they're doing to the people that are protesting.
Okay. Every corporation has a rule book. Right?
But the fact that they created a whole rule book tells you what they think about you and your people. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, the NFL hires 80% black people. 80% of the NFL is black. So you want me to boycott a company that hires more black people than anybody in America?
They got no choice
besides prison.
They got no choice but to hire black people.
I'm with that.
If you want to be real.
I'm with that. But guess what they do? They hire more black people. So this is what happens. We boycott the NFL. We shut the NFL down. Yeah. And then what do we do? Stop right there. Stop right there in the chat room. I already know how you niggas think. Why don't we build our own league? That's the shit y'all get ready to say.
I'm not saying that.
Why don't we? Then we can build our own league. Okay, but we don't have no teams. We don't have no stadiums. We don't own no real estate. We don't have no charter planes. We don't have no medical facilities to do all this. And niggas don't go to football games as much as you think we do because we can't afford. So before we get into the mindset of let's just build our own league, what the fuck we gonna play in the park?
I agree with that. I agree with that.
So at the end of the day, I know we say the football league is slaves, but these is high-paid slaves, right? They hire 80% black people. We're going to shut these black people down so now they can join us in the hood and we can sell rhinestones and bags of voodoo rocks or whatever the fuck we're going to do to get the money together so that we can build the stadiums and we can build all the shit so we can run our own team. That's unrealistic, right? Whether you like it or not, when you go to your job, they give you a handbook, nigga.
Okay, so do you think that the NFL would have been fine not do? I think they would have been fine not saying nothing.
Don't say nothing.
But the fact that they made this policy, just kind of like it's more of a smack in the face.
Because you know what it is? No. It's fucking up business.
No.
At the end of the day, the NFL is not a platform to. That's like you going to your fucking job and taking a knee because Leroy got killed in a fucking hood. What's the difference? Help me understand, because I want to understand.
Okay, so it would be like this. This is what it would be like. If you do something, would that be the same thing?
Help me understand.
Would that be the same
The
thing?
NFL ain't kill no black kids. They hire 80%. You know what I'm saying? We understand. I don't want to get into all the semantics about it being a slave sport and all that.
So if somebody goes to work and they have like their own like ritual they want to do to signify like an injustice. They do their job. They're good at their job.
Right.
And they fire them.
Okay. The policy says you can't come in here burning.
There was no policy. Okay. There was no policy.
But if I own the company, you know what I can do? I can create policy.
Okay,
policy changes all the time.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
because what you're doing, you're in my office burning sage, beating on fucking drums, selling voodoo rocks on your lunch break, and it's causing problems at my office. Okay? So, and then you get smart and say, well, I don't see it in the handbook. And they say, you're right. Like that. It's not in the handbook. And when the new fucking edition of the handbook comes out, it will specifically say no beating drums, burning sage, and selling voodoo rocks at this fucking premise. At the end of the day, and I'm making light of it, but I'm simply trying to say the NFL hasn't killed nobody. We have lost focus. If he took the knee to bring attention, to me, that's a waste of time. Let me tell you why. Because we already know what the problem is. When are we going to move to the next phase and put something in action to stop what's going on?
I 1,000% agree with that.
Thoughts.
I 1,000% agree with that.
And actions, we create the same experiences. We've been marching since the 50s, sitting in diners, getting sprayed on since the 50s, and nothing has changed. And now, because Kaepernick took a knee, which listen, I don't know nothing revolutionary about a submissive state like that, right? But it is what it is. He took a knee, and a few other people, it brought light to a situation. Trump threw fuel on the fire to make it more than what it was, but they still killing unarmed black kids, right?
True.
80% of those people at those stadiums are white, and they're here to watch their fix of black entertainment. And now, this, because it wasn't about patriotism. Right. They twist that shit into patriotism. Mm-hmm. He was taking a knee to bring light on something that is already, there's no more light needs to be shed, especially in the age of social media. We already know what the problem is, but we keep having the same thoughts and actions, so we keep recycling the same experiences. So, okay, now we need to bring light to this. Oh, now I know what it is. Now what? Oh, nigga, we know. We know what's going on. And now, no, son, let's saute on that for a while.
I don't know. I feel like it's more of it's more of a smack in the face than creating a policy around it. And I feel
but that's the way policy is always created.
True.
Policy is created based on the situation.
But,
like they coming out with this
even the way they did
serve
this.
and protect law. You know what I'm saying?
Even the way they did this. So when the story first came out, it was insinuated that all the owners voted on it.
Right.
But come to find out, it was like a really informal poll, and the commissioner Roger Goodell just went along with it. But what that shows me is, like, because remember the way Trump tried to flip it, tried to make it against the anthem and the flag and the military, right?
Right.
And then all the NFL owners got scared. They said, we're going to kneel together before, and then we're going to stand up like what Jerry Jones did. I thought that was corny.
Yeah,
Right, but the fact that you went back on your word and you're bending to the will of what Trump tried to flip it just makes it's just really ugly.
That's the moral shit you're talking about right now. And I get it. That's some moral shit. Morally, that was wrong. But I just got finished giving you my spiel about this shit is about money, right? Y'all fucking up our business. We have deals with the military, right?
Right. But I could make the argument that a lot of, because they talked about declining ratings, I can make an argument that the quality of the actual games were horrible.
That's what it is. See, we took ownership to claim as if kneeling brought it down. No, you know what fucked the NFL up? Games on Sunday night, Monday, and Thursday. That's too much football. Who the fuck is watching that much football? They diluted their product. And as a result, when you throw Kaepernick shit in there, it's a snowball going down here. Then the CET with the injuries. So the NFL is on its way out anyway.
I said that. I said 20 years.
You said that, right? So I'm simply saying I'm being the most practical. You can call me a coon and all. I'm being the most practical I can. The NFL didn't shoot unarmed black men. The NFL hires 80% of these brothers. These same brothers who, if they did not play football, would be at your doorstep with the blicker. Because a lot of them are not too bright, right? Yeah. So we do understand that. The same NFL that'll take and give you a 3-year contract for $10 million, right? Other than that, what you gonna be doing? Hey, my name is Leroy. Welcome to Happy Burger, right? Mm-hmm. So we diverted the attention away from the police department, which we need to be getting at and finding a way to fuck their money up. Now we just want to blame the NFL. It's almost like instead of blaming all the racist police officers and all of the shit that's taking place, we blame Trump. It's easy to just say Trump is the problem. Or now Kanye is the problem because he was standing next to Trump. As opposed to dealing with, this is America, looking behind to see all the other shit that's going on. So they made a move because the bottom line for them is they don't want to see that because their audience, the ones who actually come to the game, are white people. Some brothers are sprinkled in there who can afford a few tickets. I can't afford $300 tickets to be sitting up in the fucking upper tier. I can't. Right? So at the end of the day, it's the same shit we always do. We never deal with the issue. We find the problem is not us and the shit we need to be doing. The problem is the NFL.
So what would you say to somebody that understands what the problem is but doesn't like the NFL's handling of it?
That's fine. Then each and every person has their right to boycott what they want to boycott. I'm not boycotting the NFL. Okay. Now, if the NFL was killing young black men and they, and it's proof that then I'm boycotting NFL because that's the direct source. I'm a metaphysician. That's the direct source of the problem. That's not the source. A brother took a knee to bring justice in his mind to attention as if America didn't already know. This is what I mean by we're sick. Mm-hmm. We keep bringing attention to the same shit and we never do nothing about it, right? Every time we march, we bring attention to something and then we go home. Prove me wrong. And if you think you are a revolutionary because you post shit on Facebook, Black Power, if you think that is revolutionary, you just as sick. It's nothing revolutionary about having 50 fucking videos or posts saying the white man is the devil. There's nothing revolutionary about that. They give me a wash and rinse you niggas up. Mark my words.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna explain. That's a old thinking paradigm. And we keep recycling. I keep saying the same thoughts, keep bringing about the same experiences, right? So unless you change your mental vibration, you can't bring about change. So if you stuck in that black power and the black man, and I get it, but you are of an old paradigm. Young people don't think like that. You know what I'm saying? They're revolutionary in their own way. If you do not adjust and adapt in this day and time, you're going to get washed away. So listen, if you're 50 years old, we the last of the analog crew. We're the last ones holding on to some shit that ain't gonna happen, right? In order for real justice to take place, everybody at the same time would have to drop everything they're doing to make that change happen. That ain't gonna happen. It's just not. That's not realistic thinking to me. Right. That's some fairy tale shit. And again, we live in this fairy tale world. Kaepernick is a hero because you're living vicariously through him. Black people still need heroes. We still need to feel that there's somebody out there fighting our cause. That's old paradigm thinking. You can take it or you can leave it. I'm telling you, this new digital era comes in with new digital thought process, and not everybody is going to make the leap. They're constantly rinsing niggas from time to time. And that shit you talking is so archaic. Black power is archaic. I'm going to say it again. Call me the super cool. I'm not talking about true black power, raising your family, going to see your fucking children, starting a small business. That's the real black power. But that we're going to unite and take some shit down.
I agree.
That's some straight bullshit. I'm telling you now, that's some straight bullshit. So everybody has to go inward and find the black power within themselves And that's what we're talking about with urban excellence. You have to be responsible for as much as your life as you possibly can. Yes, we are in a matrix. We are in a simulation, but you have to fight for all you can to hold on to that part of yourself that you're not willing to give up. And Kaepernick does nothing for me. Big up to the brother. But my future is not going to be in the hands of a nigga who decided to kneel. That's it. That was his choice to do that. And I don't see how kneeling is revolutionary in any capacity. On the slave plantation, they told you, get down and kneel, nigga, when not walk into the room. Did they not? All right. Even in them fucking restaurants, sit down. We was sitting down, kneeling on purpose. Now Kaepernick takes a knee. Kneel. Get on your knees, nigga, with the gun. Everything is a kneel because that's a part of their supremacy and so-called perceived power over you.
Romans used to make their mentees do that as well.
Say it again?
I said Romans used to make their mentees.
Absolutely kneel when I come in the room. Yeah. All right?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
I understand.
So my process is the NFL, which hires 80% black people. And I know the super conscious and ultra conscious, yeah, but we need to start our own league. Nigga, how? Show me in the chat room how. We ain't got no stadiums, no real estate, no chartered planes, no nothing. No, we don't have none of that shit. And you want all of these 80% to get fired, right? Because if you protest enough and they get fired, now we got 80 niggas or 80% people with us who had potential, who had money that may have been able to do something now. What we gonna do? Have these niggas playing in the park and shit, coming out and seeing them? Tell me how we gonna do it. How, Sway? How? And one thing I'm practical and open, so I'm never fixed on anything. If you can show and prove that that's revolutionary shit, I'm with it. You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X. So I will be watching. We're going to go to chat?
Yeah. Hold on, let's go.
Yeah, after that spiel, I'm surprised y'all still with me.
Let's go to the chat. Let's see what's sharp.
Cap did the opposite of what the oppressor told him to do. Okay. Crip cuz Black Dot is mad because he's darker than the average black American. That could be true too. I wish I was a light-skinned nigga. I probably would have better credit. That is a true point. Dot keeping it a buck, thank you. They mad in the chat, Dot. Yeah, I know they mad in the chat. That's cool. But one thing I'm not gonna do is give you some shit that just so we can just be in agreement. You know what I mean? I'm not here for that. I'm here to and I'm very practical. Tell me how boycotting the NFL shuts down the police department. That's what I want. That's the easiest. Show me how shutting down the NFL is gonna stop the cops from killing.
Touche.
That's all I want to know.
Touche.
If you can do that, I will boycott too. I've been boycotting quiet as kept because the games have been horrible.
You know, they've really been trash.
So when I say that, I'm not saying I won't boycott me and Eli, but my son Eli, as you know, has his show, The Wait, The World According to Eli, is his podcast, and it's about music and sports and video games. And for the sake of his show, which I do on Tuesdays, is, you know, so we have some stuff to talk about. He's a football fan. I'm not going to boycott that shit because... And I told you, pay attention to what's important to your children. My son has cerebral palsy. He can't physically do all of those things. So a lot of times he will live vicariously through the sports, right? Through his video games and through him watching them actually do that. So I'm in tune with him more so than anything going on outside of him. Pay attention to what's important to your children. So the football shit is important to my son. I watch it. But even he has been like, Dad, these games have been kind of terrible. But I told him as a journalist, right? Because this is not just something he's doing. I'm trying to get his 10,000 hours in as a journalist. You got to watch games that don't interest you because the more you understand about the game, the more you can sit in front of Chris Broussard, who called us a few weeks ago. I'm just going to throw that out there. You know what I'm saying? And really go with Chris Broussard on some real shit. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? You can't just watch the highlights. So it's deeper than, but show me how. The NFL can stop police brutality, and I'm with it a buck. What else they saying in the chat now?
Somebody, Crip Cuz said you'll sell your soul to get a half a shade lighter.
I have two shades, son. for good credit and get some of the privileges of these light skinned niggas,
Yo.
I will sell half my soul for that shit. Facts.
That's funny.
Absolutely facts.
So what's up? Did you see the police footage of the basketball player from the Bucks?
I did. I saw the police footage. And remember, this happened back in January.
Mm-hmm.
And because it happened in January and they just releasing the tape now, purposely done.
Right.
And that's another reason the NFL released that statement about bowing, because this, right before the season, well, it ain't right before the season, could start triggering, you know what I'm saying, more protests, because ain't nothing changing. It's nothing changing under Obama, under Clinton, under Bush, under Trump. Same things are happening.
Yeah.
But I watched his demeanor. He was very calm. First of all, he parked parallel in a handicap zone.
Right.
Now, you know you can't do that.
Yeah.
But he probably was just running in and gonna run out. So the officer approached him, and he was very calm. He didn't raise his voice. He didn't do none of this black nigga shit. Yo, Sean, I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do none of that. He was very calm. And then all of a sudden, 9 cop cars showed up.
Yo, cops they do that all the time.
Because they fear the black man.
Yo, but
right?
I remember on my college campus, the police used to do that. They just send, like, you could get a speeding ticket and they just send like 4 cars.
Yeah. Because
it's
they're
like, for
trying
what?
to intimidate you and put you in a feared state of all the time.
Yeah.
But I thought the brother handled himself well. And then it escalated to the point where the cops like, get your hands out your pocket or something. It is wintertime. And then they subdued him, and then they tasered him.
Yeah.
You could hear him screaming. And then he, at one point, I think before he had mentioned, I'm from the Milwaukee Bucks, and they was like, we don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what does that mean? Or this is, and an officer could be heard saying, this is my show or something.
Yeah.
And again, and it got out of hand. So now, am I surprised?
No.
No. This happens all the time. It's just that now some of them have body cams and they have to release that footage. Side note.
But look at how long it took them to release that.
Right,
though. Like,
right, because
damn.
they wanted to cross their T's, dot their I's. They figured they'd mind fuck you because this happened in January, so it ain't fresh. So you can't go, what? That shit just happened?
Yeah.
Let's do what we pull out the manual. Pull out the manual. We are going to march down these 4 blocks, and we are gonna have signs, and then we might break some shit, and then we're all gonna go to fuck home. That's the manual, right? So they figured instead of you niggas doing that, we'll mind fuck you, because y'all don't know what day and time it is anyway, and Jedi fuck you and have some shit released in May that happened in January. Now you niggas is confused. Like, what do we do? Like, it happened already.
Yeah.
They already suspended the officers. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
what do we do? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's one of those weird, situations, but he should sue, and he will sue. And, and side note, Milwaukee's rough.
Yeah, you told me.
No, it's
You told me.
rough out in Milwaukee. It's like no jobs nowhere. You know what I mean?
you told me about
And
that.
everybody out there look like, yo, we hardened criminals. I flew into the city and they had just raped a 13-year-old girl, and I'm on the news. I'm like, what kind of crazy ghetto shit is this? Right?
Yeah.
The people who was flying me and Professor Griff in, all the men and all of that, I forget the brother's name, had us on the fucking news. And I'm like, yo, I did not sign up for this shit. I am not from Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I feel sorry about what happened to the girl. It got real crazy, real fast, to the point I'm in the car with some brothers they from Milwaukee. Griff has already flown out because Griff is so busy. His schedule, my schedule is a little lighter. I'm here with these dudes and they got the blickers looking for the dudes
Wow.
who raped this girl. Hold up. I ain't gonna do it. I came in for a lecture. I came in to give a speech and hope to inspire you niggas and then fly out. Now I'm in the car. This shit is crazy. This is how fast shit triggered.
Yeah.
We didn't find him. Blacked Out is still here. But to show you how shit works.
Yeah.
I've been in some situations, man, where it's like, it's crazy.
So in Me Too Chronicles,
Oh, shit.
the God voice himself.
God has been raping women. Don't tell me God has been raping women.
Morgan Freeman's the closest thing we got to God.
Don't tell me God has been raping women.
Yeah, man. So no, well, I don't know if it's rape explicitly, but 8 women have come out and said that he has acted inappropriately. I guess sexual advances on like movie sets and just one-on-ones. So yeah, Me Too got Morgan Freeman.
Damn, God. I mean, you know we fuck when God has got a case. They rolling God in the court and shit. Like, yo, God, keep your hands behind your back, God.
They're all white.
We will pop you, God. We will pop
They're all
you.
white.
And all white. You see what I'm saying? Not to make fun of the women,
But yo,
you know what I'm saying.
Like, yo, nobody's safe, man. It's
But again, he dated his stepdaughter, his
step granddaughter. Something wild like that, right?
Yeah, that's.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's some freaky shit.
Yeah,
that's some real freaky shit. Okay, and so Morgan has got his own issues that he's gonna have to deal with. But they cleaning up that whole culture.
Yo, it's so whack to be famous now. First of all, what would all right? So being famous, what were the benefits of being famous, right? As a dude,
Lots of pussy. I mean,
not
pussy pie, pussy cake, just all kind of flipped over pussy.
But like, not that's just so abundant.
I'm just keeping it a buck. Listen, my audience am I out of? You asked the question. I'm giving you
that's
the
the answer I was looking for.
All right, I toured all over the world in the '90s. It was pussy everywhere. But go ahead.
But you can get that anywhere now. It's
yeah.
apps.
Now it's Instagram
it's
chicks,
all-
and I didn't understand because I'm not familiar with the Instagram language.
Oh yeah.
And I was on the gram.
Oh yeah.
And I was checking out some ass, out there. And Shorty's got a nice little, and she kept saying shit like, "You can book me.
That's cold.
Be getting booked over here or to book me." And I'm like, is she a performer?
Yeah.
And Malcolm had to say, "No, nigga, that's a code for she's selling the pussy."
Yeah.
See, let's clap that up.
Wait, what are we clapping up?
We're clapping up.
What are we clapping up?
That you brought something to my attention that I did not know. You are now imparting wisdom onto me. You see how this works? This is a back and forth thing because I'm in my 50s and I'm like, damn, she's performing. I'm like, where's she gonna be at? Like, maybe she juggles or, I don't know. Maybe I don't know what she does, but obviously she's performing. And that is a code word. So now you can get that anywhere, so you don't have to be famous.
Yeah.
But that was the,
but the fact that like I'm sure they can bring up dirt on any one of these dudes. Yo.
Side note, these stories come to me. I'm like Bill Cosby with these stories. I'm in Boston, all right? The mighty RSO, Benzino and them, they run that shit, right? But they were showing us love because we had B.O. with us. B.O.'s a stone cold killer. I did not know B.O. was a stone cold killer at the time. See, normally when Tim, I was Tim's second in command. Tim was the MC, I was the hype man. So Tim got his ladies, I got the next year. Then I trickled down to the DJ, the bodyguard, you know what I'm saying? Might get some ass. The bodyguard is usually the last nigga to get some ass.
Okay.
I did not know the bodyguard was B.O. Right? So I got a little shorty on my lap, you know what I'm saying? It ain't popped yet. We gonna do our thing, we backstage. And B.O. comes in and grabs this chick off my lap. I said, yo, fuck wrong with you, my nigga? She with me. And he looked at me like really strange. Because I didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
And then when he walked out the room, they said, yo, nigga, that's B.O. I said, bitch, you better get your ass in there. You heard B.O. call you. What the fuck is wrong with you? I saw him later. Yo, B.O., you good? Like, oh, that worked out? All right. Anything you need, B.O.? Yeah. That's just one of my stories from being on the road.
Oh, man.
You find out you with some real killers and shit. Yeah.
But yeah, so they trying to clean up. Yeah, they're getting everybody out here. And they arresting Harvey Weinstein tomorrow.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Harvey Weinstein will be arrested tomorrow. Let's clap that shit up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It took a long time.
Yeah.
But he going down. They was building their case.
Cause I forgot all about him.
Yeah, right. And he probably on some little island and shit, chilling, thinking this shit gonna blow over.
About him.
No, because they got 50 women That's some Cosby shit. They got up to 50 women who have come forward, you know, because it's industry shit. You know, they've created some nasty shit in the industry, and they're really trying their best to clean it up. And I hope it can be cleaned up so that young people who have talent, who feel that they can go to Hollywood and on their merits and talent alone, get it done. You know what I'm saying? If your daughter is a dancer or your son is a performer, you want them to feel, if I get this position, I got this position on my talent. Not because I had to lay on a couch or somebody had to put me in an uncompromising position to do something. So let's clap that up again. I hope he goes to jail for a long time.
But I'm still skeptical though.
Yeah, he's had enough time probably to build his case, and he gonna have some Jew lawyers,
right?
In there.
And the fact that he's a high-powered Jewish dude, and they trying to get him. I don't know if it's genuine that all of this came out, or he did something behind the scenes that was real wild, pissed somebody off.
Right, he might have pissed off the secret society he's in,
right?
And they need to show him and make him cannon fodder. Like, we got a big wig, and the rest of them can continue to go on doing what they're doing because they still doing the same shit.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? But maybe change will come.
What they talking in the chat?
What they talking in the chat?
What they talking? But yeah, his step granddaughter, that's gross.
Yeah, that was a little gross. Yep, hashtag Def Rocker, hashtag Me Too got the Freeman. They got God. Yep, God is going down. And don't think metaphysically that they don't know Morgan Freeman is God. How many times has he played God in the movie? So a lot of times, this ain't a physical lynching. We metaphysically got God now. Nigga, God can go down. The rest of you niggas ain't got a chance.
Yeah.
Facts. If God can go down, the rest of you niggas ain't got a chance.
Oh, so we have one more urban excellence story for the week.
Okay.
It is from Stacey Abram.
Yeah, didn't she become
She didn't become yet. She won the bid
to
become, yes.
The governor.
Yes. The first ever female black governor.
God damn it, clap that up. And that's a hood sister too.
Yeah, you see her hair?
Yeah, she from the hood.
Yeah.
She probably grew up in Baltimore somewhere and shoot out shit.
Or from Georgia.
Oh, from Georgia? I mean, I guess that's hood too. Let's clap up Georgia.
Atlanta, you bugging. Yeah, it is. Yeah,
that's because all you New York niggas moved down there.
Yeah.
Atlanta used to be a nice, peaceful place for gay people to go and live out their lives. Now you New York niggas have showed up and fucked it all up. Just my humble opinion.
Yeah, so shout out to her. Hopefully she wins.
Shout out to her. I'm
That's
hoping
history.
she wins. No, but you'll get some people, oh no, that ain't, now she working for the government. Now she working for the man and shit. Shut up. God damn. Let's honor the people who worked hard, man.
Yeah.
She went to school. She working hard. She's trying to bust open doors, man. That's urban excellence all day. Hashtag urban excellence. What's going on in the chat? Who got some slick shit to say?
Let's see. What we got? Oh, somebody asked, do you think like the 90s R&B teens were touched? Like Brandy, Monica Maya?
I wouldn't be surprised. Somebody asked about Bambaataa. Did somebody ask about Bambaataa?
Gabrielle Arnett, watching us from Nassau, Bahamas. Check you out, shout you out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she looked like somebody auntie. Exactly, Neil John. That's what I was saying. That's a good old auntie. She look like she can cook up some chicken, too. Absolutely. They put another Stacey against her for the Democrats. Right. It was two Stacey's running, Evans and Abrams or something. They try to confuse y'all. Yeah, facts. That was part of the mind. Which one of Morgan Freeman's relatives was murdered by her boyfriend in New York City? That was his granddaughter. That was the granddaughter. I thought it was the granddaughter's boyfriend who was murdered. I'm not sure, but one of them got murdered, and it might start being connected to this story. Look, these look like loose ends. Morgan might, the cleanup team, and like, listen, she know too much shit. Make some shit happen. Don't quote me on that because, you know, I'm a little all over the place. Somebody give me the score to the Rockets-Warriors game. My son is quiet in the room. Yeah. You know, whenever he's really... Eli wear his emotions on his shoulder. If his team is losing, he's all fucked up. So somebody hit me with the score and let me know what it is.
Somebody said, what about Daddy Bush for his harassment? He is on his deathbed.
Yeah. He's on his deathbed. He's going to roll out.
Didn't the mother pass?
What happened to Kambada? Kambada's doing his thing. We're going to have him in here for another interview soon. That Kambala album is amazing. I did a write-up on it on urbanx.nyc.
Go check that out.
I don't review a lot of albums. I reviewed his album. Go to urbanx.nyc and read that.
62-61 who?
It was, who's up? 62-61. Who's up? Y'all ain't tell me who's up. Oh, Golden State? All right. That's a 1 point. That's 1 point. You got them right where you want them, Rockets. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. So, shout out to everybody, you know, watching. Shout out to everybody listening on Apple Music, Spotify, Google Play, Castbox, Radio Public, Audio Boom. And you can check it, and you can visit the blog itself, urbanx.nyc. All the write-ups are on there. The YouTube videos are on there.
Yes.
The podcast episodes, just the audio is on there.
It's one local spot to get your fix on audio, visuals, and the written word. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Let me plug this book real quick. You know what I mean? Because cue the sad music because, you know, Malcolm needs...
I need new sneakers.
He needs braces. Let's go there. He needs braces. This is my book, Urban Culture Decoded. Some of you have already had it. It's a dynamite book to get. The elephant on the cover is because we refuse to deal with the elephant in the room. And even some of the stuff I discussed tonight is really dealing with the elephant in the room. We create these you know, bubbles in our mind to give us the illusion that we're moving forward and we're not. And I have a hard time just accepting the craziness. So this is a critical analysis into the physical, mental, and spiritual state of a new generation. You can go to idecodeit.com. idecodeit.com, or go to Amazon. Purchase this book. I will be teaching a curriculum off the book. That may be on Patreon as well, or that might be on another site because there's so much insight into this book. Support us. You know what I mean? I need you to go purchase this book, preferably from my website, because then I don't have to pay Amazon. You purchase directly from idecodeit.com. Malcolm get his braces faster. If not, I got to throw in Amazon. They got to get their cut.
And also, once the live stream ends, I will add the link to the link in the description below. I will also add the link to donate. Somebody just asked me about that.
Yeah.
Kelly Colton.
Send that bread over.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Because I will also add the link in the description.
We appreciate every single dollar, cent that you have.
Definitely.
Because behind the scenes, there's a lot going on to make this happen. And remember, I do a whole nother podcast too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On Tuesdays with my son Eli. We're going to put that link below because we didn't do a show this week because he wanted to go see Deadpool. Side note, that shit was crazy.
That was crazy.
See Deadpool, go see that. So we will get back at it next Tuesday, 8 o'clock live. Tune in. Eli is brilliant at what he does, breaking down sports from his perspective and movies from his perspective. So yeah, I'm a busy man trying to help build the legacy of my children and impart upon them what I can. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Tune in, and we should be done. Are we done?
I think we good, man.
You think we good?
Yeah, I think we straight.
You think we straight?
Yeah, shout out to everybody. We appreciate
Shout out to
you.
everybody.
But you know,
I am graduating from nursing school with a degree this June. We need more examples of black excellence in Canada. I'm going to clap that up for Sengi, INC, or Sengi.
Time out. She has to use urban excellence.
Yeah, you can't get rid of the E and just make it one word, or not black excellence, urban excellence. But we're going to clap you up anyway. We're going to clap you up. I don't know what's going on with Bambaataa, asked by Nephilim. The Satanic Royal Wedding, we talked about that. Yeah, she's a part of that elite cult. She's going to get a surprise on some things going on when she get there. Got 2 black got to go black, peace out, something. All right.
Somebody wants to know about Bambaataa really bad.
Bambaataa really bad. I don't know. I haven't heard anything in the last couple of 6 or 7 months about Bam or what his situation is. Maybe he's waiting it out. I don't know, so I can't really speak on. I don't know if he think people are gonna forget. He's just gonna show up, I don't know. So we're gonna wait and see what happens and how that. Big up Hassan Poppy for keeping the heat on that shit. You know what I mean? Clap that shit up.
Yeah.
Yep. Only low frequency people will then go just full of reptilian beings. Yeah, absolutely. They are shapeshifters. Facts. Blacked out. You need to get back in the group.
God.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Listen, Truman Burbank. Listen, I was telling Malcolm just today. If Will Smith, because Will Smith got some new bars out, if Will Smith, who's the same age as me, can spit his bars, I think I'm coming out of retirement on that ass. And I was inspired by Bambaataa. Listen.
Why'd you get him started?
Listen, I think I might go at Drake. Because I got to make a splash with this one, y'all. You know what I mean? I got to go at somebody.
Jeez.
So we might get that going. Bambaataa.
Oh, did you see Kendrick Lamar stop the white girl from saying nigga on...
I heard.
But... Why'd you bring her up for that song though?
Yeah, if you knew that the word nigga was in
so
it.
was that stage? Like, did you know that?
And see, he think that was revolution. I stopped the white girl for saying nigga. Blah, blah.
Yeah, but
so
like,
bullshit.
you know what song? Like, you knew the lyrics to your own song, dude.
Media said Jay-Z is suing Weinstein. I know the parents of Trayvon Martin are suing the Harvey Weinstein company. I don't know. Maybe they had some deal going. Maybe Jay-Z originally was going to release the film through Harvey Weinstein. And see, Jay-Z hangs out with the Weinsteins. His hands is dirty too. Remember, Dame Dash smacked that nigga Weinstein in the face for doing that very same shit. So, it's an integrity thing. This is what we mean by what you're willing to do that somebody else is not willing to do. You know what I'm saying?
Gnome 8, Night of Main Events 8 is coming. Who do I have in that battle? Who do I have in those battles?
We need a new Black Dot album. Yeah, we might get that.
I think Goods is battling that. I think he's battling. Who is he battling? Shout out to Goods though.
Yeah, shout out to Goods. Jay-Z is a snitch. Oh, that Walk With Me album, yeah. Oh, I will be releasing for the first time ever my 1994 release, A&R Killer, the hip hop play. We did a hip hop play on wax, the first to ever do it. It's never been released to the public, only the DJs.
So it was a play.
It was an actual play. So we had a soliloquy, an opening soliloquy. We had stages. We had acts. We were acting out, trying to get a record deal.
Would you
And our goal was to only perform it on Broadway or have a Broadway setting.
You want to create a show?
No.
Why not? That's dope. Am I bugging?
Yeah, no. Create a show. I'm already doing 2 shows.
Nah, I mean...
Clap that up. That's urban excellence. Just clap that up.
I'm trying to think for the future, man.
2 shows for Black Dot.
I'm trying to think for the future. A stage play, that'd be fire.
But that was the whole goal. Rakim never said nigga or could hardly curse. Why can't these rappers of now do the same? Rakim was that special artist who had the fortitude and wherewithal to understand language was important. So I do respect Rakim for that reason, but I also respect Kool G Rap for giving it up raw at the same time.
Oh, Goods versus Tay-Rock. Yeah, Tay-Rock is pretty good.
Yeah, Tay-Rock.
But he doesn't have the stage presence as Goods.
Yeah.
I also did a top 5 Goods round. That's also on Urban X.
Yeah. We get it in.
We watch battle rap.
What do you think about battle rap has been? Pardon of I heard about the pardon of Jack Johnson posthumously now after so many years.
So what was the point?
It's no point at all. But I guess maybe his name is clean now. I don't know.
I guess, man.
Jay-Z got a court date. Yeah, because Jay-Z has got some shady business dealings.
Yeah.
With Rockaway. You know what I mean? And I was listening to Dame Dash. And without snitching, Dame was saying, yeah, I was wondering how they pulled off some of that stuff too. So remember, Jay-Z released the 444. So now there may be repercussions and the reverberation from that. So let's stay close with that. And with that being said,
yeah,
this is the Black Dot.
This is Malcolm.
This
AKA Dotson. No,
AKA
I don't
Dotson.
Like
yes,
that name.
yes.
I don't like that name.
You've
I don't like
accepted
that
it.
name.
He's accepted it.
I don't like that name. I don't like that name. But,
Yeah. Now you could freak it. You could be M. Dotson.
my friend said that was fire.
M. Dotson.
I don't know.
Because I wanted to change my name to M. Night Shyamalan, but my wife said, no, I can't do it. I said, that shit sound hot, nigga. Yo, what's up? It's M. Night Shyamalan.
No.
You know what I'm saying? She was like, no, you can't. So I couldn't do it. You know, wife rules. So with that being said, let's get back to this.
Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the man.